or welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time seeing my face, go ahead and subscribe. You won't regret it. For today's video, I'm going to be doing like a half face, half pumpkin kind of look. I tried to do this look about 2 weeks ago and I didn't like how it turned out, so obviously I never posted it. So here I am trying it again. I'm going to start off by taking an angled brush and I'm going to start making the lines for my pumpkin where I want it to be on my face. Okay, now that I drew my line, that way I know what side I want the pumpkin on, I'm going to start by taking my James Charles palette and I'm going to go into the brown shades, lightest to darkest, that way I can start building up the shadow. The only thing you really need to know about this look is that these areas like this need to have the darkest shadow because they are the deepest. To start off, I'm going into the shade Punch Me and I'm going to blend it into the line. It should look something like this now. And next I'm going into the shade T and going over the same thing. Okay, now it should look a little something like this. Next I'm taking the shade Benny and I'm just going to outline it to make it a little bit more darker and focusing on these spots right here to make it look the deepest. Next, I'm taking a fluffy blending brush and dipping back into the shade Punch Me and just going back over it just so it looks nice and seamless. Okay, so this next part is kind of time consuming depending on which product you're using. You could use orange face paint, but I don't have any, so I'm just going to be using eyeshadow, and I'm going to be using the shade Code James. It's this like rustic orange, and I'm just going to be patting that all over the side of my face. Using that same color, I'm just switching to a flat brush so that I can get in between the lines. Okay, so now that you look like a weirdo, I'm gonna go back in with a fluffy brush and I'm just gonna go in with the dark brown and blend it out. I'm going to take my contour brush and dipping into the shade 10% off, and I'm just going to contour my cheeks. Who said a pumpkin can't have cheekbones? I'm going to take my angled brush and dipping into the shade Spooky, and I'm going to start drawing out my nose. Taking the same brush and shade, I'm going to start drawing out my eye and filling it in. Now we're going to start working on the mouth. I'm going for like a jack-o'-lantern look, but you could do anything. You can also just draw a line and be done. Now that I have the shape I want, I'm just going to go ahead and fill it in. Now I'm taking a fluffy brush and dipping into the shade 10% off and making the lines of the pumpkin. Now I'm taking no beads and just making lines into the lines we just made. Now I'm just going to add some foundation to this side of my face and blending that out. I'm using my little sponge, that way I don't get it into the pumpkin part of my face. I'm just taking my contour brush and bronzing up a little bit. This is completely optional, but I'm just taking some red lipstick and making it look like it's blood. I just added a little bit of shadow to the outside. And you're all done. I hope you guys enjoyed today's look. Make sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you aren't already. And I'll see you guys next time.